Alright everybody, it's Reynana here, and today my top 6 Ghibli movies. In the ones that I've seen by far, and by far I mean, what's the date? It's 8th of November today, so if in the future I get to see more Ghibli movies, I'll make another video like this. And if I miss something, just please let me know in the comments below, because I've not seen all the Ghibli movies out there, just like 10 or something, so please let me know in the comments below, I'll check them out. And yeah, it's not necessary that all of these movies will be by Hayao Miyazaki. So it's just Studio Ghibli, so with that, let's go. Whisper of the Heart, number 6. So please don't hate me for putting it on number 6, because it's here because I truly love it. So the story involves a young girl called Shizuku who is heavily interested in reading and writing books. So further in the movie, she actually realizes that every book she chooses to read in the library is already been previously checked out by the same guy called Seiji Yamasawa. So later in the movie, she finds another boy who she finds to be actually quite weird, but later it turns out that he is the Seiji Yamasawa. So the thing is that he read all those books just to get close to our Shizuku, and Seiji's dream is to become a violin maker. He is a violin maker, but his dream is to go and study about it in Italy. So looking at his determination, Shizuku actually decides that she's going to be moving towards her goal and will be writing books from now on. So it's kind of cute to see these guys moving towards their goal, and it actually is a sort of romantic movie. Aside the plot, it contains a lot of romance elements, and without putting any spoiler, I truly would have to say that it's one of the best movies out there. So if you're looking for a good teen romance movie, it's the thing for you. So basically this movie is about, these little people who are called borrowers, and that exist in Japan. So basically humans no longer believe in the fact that they do exist, kind of like religious travel. No, it's way too freaking better. So, well, they are called borrowers because, basically they borrow everything from their humans for their survival. They steal your sugar cubes and everything to eat and the clothes, and they even live in your home somewhere hidden. So basically they're like some home rats or something, but not quite. Well, so the story is about our main female lead, ARRIETY, who is actually the borrower, the little people, one of those little people. So the story is about her and a teen human boy who lives in the same house that ARRIETY lives. Basically, ARRIETY is living in his house. So he actually came back to his village house where these small people are, and he is like, when I was little, my mom used to tell me the stories about these borrowers, and for that reason I do believe that they exist. So yeah, basically he's really like, I need to find them out. So for some reason he has this expectation that they do exist, and they're in the movie, ARRIETY and she becomes kind of get close to each other, and also basically it's the movie is about them, how the farewells happen and everything. So I do love this movie. I mean, it's a really cute movie. I may be laughing all the time and not getting serious about it, but it's a really good movie. You need to check it out. It was number 5, and yeah, go on and watch it. HOWL'S Moving Castle. So this movie came in like 2004 or something, and it was distributed in North America by Walt Disney Pictures, which is kind of weird though. So basically the story is about this young girl called Sophie, who is kind of cursed by this witch called Witch of the Waste to become old. Now Sophie is having an old body, which she doesn't seem to have any problem with, because she's basically like, oh, it's okay, I don't have to do anything anymore. So she was already boring kind of a girl, so yeah, she's kind of okay with it. She likes being old. So at the end of the day, yeah, she's trying to regain her body through some way, so she encounters this young man called Howl, who is basically our main lead. So he is a wizard, and he appears as tremendously amazing, solving all the problems and everything, flying in the sky. So yeah, that's kind of cool to see, but later on you see how funny and weird he is. So basically it's about them getting close to each other, and as the story states, Howl's moving castle. So Howl's castle is, it walks. It literally walks. As he's a magician, he makes it that way, and it literally works. So Howl's Moving Castle. Basically, the story is about these two and how Sophie's trying to regain her body and everything, and how Howl is not really a guy interested in magical constitution or something. So yeah, he's kind of a cool wizard. So go check it out. The reason is there is a reason actually that it's on number 4 after the Secret Rule of ARRIETY and the Whisper of the Helm. So go check it out. So The Wind Rises was, Hayao Miyazaki's last movie. It came last year, and after that he retired. So respect to the old man. Now, the plot is about this main character called Jiro Hirokoshi, who is actually trying to become an aeronautical engineer. He have had this dream since he was just a little kid and all, so he really have a sharp mind towards what he's doing. So basically he becomes an aeronautical engineer and works towards it, and gets to go to a lot of places, Germany, Italy, to learn everything and all, to have more experience and everything. So yeah, he's going good about everything. And this movie's kind of realistic rather than most of the Ghibli movies, but it's really good. So after that, this movie has some sort of romantic elements. You can have our main female lead, who is called Naoko Satomi, and she kind of falls in love with our main character. They both fall in love. So romantic element is not the main thing, but it is actually some sort of. It does get in the genre of romance as well, and it becomes actually a really emotional one. Because half of the movie is not like that. It's so romantic and everything, but when it gets to have some romantic elements. Oh, it kills it, because these emotional moments are just way too hard to handle. So basically the plot is about our main character, Jiro Hirokoshi, trying to become an aeronautical engineer, which he already have become, but later on everything he experiences and everything, and his relationship with Naoko Satomi, who is actually a female lead. And it gets really emotional, so you need to check it out. It's Hayao Miyazaki's last work, and it's really an amazing piece of work. So go on and just check it out. So Princess Mononoke came around like 1997, and it's old. It's cool. So basically the plot is about our main character called Ashitaka, who is a prince of a certain village, which was attacked by this boar god, which was possessed by a demon. So basically Ashitaka got cursed by this demon boar god, because he was trying to save the village and everything. So yeah, the boar god died, but now Ashitaka has to leave the village and head to the west for finding his cure. So, but yeah, the one reason is that he cannot live in this village anymore, because it may end up leaving an impact on the village as well. So yeah, he is heading to west, and the story is about basically our boar god and wolf god fighting against humans, because basically humans have all taken over their forest and everything, and have created villages everywhere. So basically the story is about them, wolf god and wolf tribe and boar tribes fighting against the humans. Yeah, so basically humans are the antagonists, whatever you want to call the main villains of this anime, but well, it's kind of cool. Now, our female lead is actually a human who belongs to a wolf tribe. Yeah, she belongs to a wolf tribe, so basically she hates humans, and yeah, wants to kill them and everything. So our main character Ashitaka wants to make everyone realize that no fighting, please, we can live together. But that doesn't work out really well, but still, I can see a lot of things, and I'm not going to spoil anything for you. And this movie came like in 1997, and it's still considered to be one of the most amazing movies from Ghibli. So you better understand it's really great. The OSTs are amazing, and it came in 1997. So the animation, oh god, it's beautiful. So you need to check it out. There's a reason it's on number 2, and it's just an amazing movie. Number 1 may be something that is my personal preference, but yeah, it's considered to be one of the most amazing movies, so you need to go to check it out. And yeah, personally, I can actually sit back and look at all these Disney princesses and be like, nope, Princess Mononoke for life. So, Grave of the Fireflies is basically one of the most emotional and amazing movies I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, there might be some other movies that got me emotional as well. There are, basically, but they're not of Ghibli, and certainly not as effective as Grave of the Fireflies. I just completely loved this movie, I cried like hell. So the plot is about these two brother and sister, Saita, the brother, and the little girl, the sister, Setsuko. So basically it's about them struggling to survive when these events were taking place, the war was going on between America and Japan, and yeah, they're literally struggling to survive. The boy is like 14 years old or something, and the girl is just little, so little, it's around 6 or something. They're separated from their parents, and you know, basically they are separated from their parents, and you know, his father was in military, so yeah, he gets some sort of benefits in compared to the other people. All this food and things are provided, but later on a lot of things happen in the movie, and you know, it becomes way too emotional. I don't want to spoil anything. I'm not really giving a lot of detail about the characters as well, because you know, I just don't want to spoil you. So if you are waiting for some sort of emotional movie that will make you cry or something and have not watched Ray of the Fireflies, you need to check it out. It's one of my favorite movies out there. It's basically one of the most emotional. I cried like hell, you know, even the second time when I was watching, I knew what was going to happen, and I was like, shit, I can't change it, and I cried like hell. So it's one of my favorite movies, basically one of my favorite anime movies. It's a number one when I talk about the Ghibli movies. So yeah, I hope you agree, it's one of the most emotional movies. Go check it out. Definitely check it out if you're looking for something emotional, because it's going to kill you. Literally, made me cry like hell. It's really beautiful, and you know, Ghibli's works are always beautiful. When it comes to presented in this way, it was just amazing. So yeah, further in the video, there are some honorable mentions. Particularly one honorable mention, because I didn't actually provided one movie which you were basically waiting for, and I kind of missed it. No, I didn't miss it. I didn't intentionally put it in the list, because it's going to be the honorable mentions, and listen to why. Don't react so much further now. So Spirited Away is your favorite movie, and it's everyone's favorite movie. We all know that. It won an Oscar and everything. It's one of the greatest Ghibli movies out there. And that is the reason I didn't put it here. Because, you know, putting Spirited Away in its top 10 or 5 list of Ghibli movies, it's like, you know, you already know that. Nobody's going to be surprised about the fact, or everyone knows the plot already. You know, it's one of the most amazing movies out there. So Hayao Miyazaki is one of the most amazing works, so we all know that, and I didn't think it was necessary to put it in here. Because, you know, if it might have been in the list, it would have probably made it like in top 3 or something. That's a really great movie, and I really love it as well. It was one of the first Ghibli movies that I ever saw, and I really love it. But you know, I didn't really saw any point in posting it there, so hope you understand. It's one of the most famous movies out there of Ghibli. It won an Oscar, and you know, it's kind of weird to put it in a list, because everyone knows it's one of the most amazing ones. So yeah, it's in the honorable mentions. I hope you understand why I didn't put it here. Please don't hate me for this reason, and I hope you really understand. Let me know in the comments below what you think about my video, and what's your top 5 or top 10 Ghibli movies. Let me know in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Subscribe. Peace.